China has an ancient tradition of ghost weddings, which has been practiced for about 3,000 years. According to old beliefs and customs, if young people who were betrothed and waiting for their wedding day suddenly died, their families had to help them complete the wedding ceremony. Otherwise, their spirits would disturb the family and cause unease. Therefore, no matter what, the family had to conduct a ghost wedding for them, followed by a funeral, so they would not be alone in the afterlife. Ghost weddings first appeared during the Western Zhou dynasty, flourished through various feudal periods in China, and gradually declined towards the end of the Qing dynasty. Ghost weddings were officially banned after 1949. Today, ghost weddings only exist in some remote rural areas. In addition, when ghost weddings were popular in the past, a new profession emerged: ghost matchmakers. These people were similar to ordinary matchmakers, with the only difference being that they arranged marriages for the dead. Wealthy families, who unfortunately had unmarried children pass away, would have to find a living person to marry their child, while ordinary families would seek out families in similar situations to arrange marriages for their deceased children. Ghost weddings can be divided into two types: weddings between a living person and a deceased person, or weddings between two deceased people. If a couple was in love and engaged, but unfortunately one of them died before the wedding, the surviving person could conduct a wedding ceremony with an object representing the deceased. The second type is a wedding between two deceased individuals. The two families choose an auspicious date to hold the ghost wedding, after which they bury the newlywed couple together. How to conduct a ghost wedding? For the bride and groom, who are both deceased, before starting the ghost wedding, the parents must perform a ceremony to ask the ghost matchmaker for a proposal. Then they consult the divination. If the divination result is favorable, the family will make new clothes for the bride and groom and then hold the wedding ceremony. The wedding includes a funeral feast for the bride and groom and a spiritual feast during the ceremony. The effigies will be treated and conversed with as if they were alive. Later, both families will choose an auspicious date to exhume the bodies. The girl will be buried next to her husband. For the bride and groom, where one is dead and one is alive, instead of two effigies, there is only a picture of the bride. The groom will wear black gloves instead of white ones in a regular wedding. After the ghost wedding ceremony, both families become more closely connected with each other. In modern times, there have been cases where a living person marries a deceased person in a secret ceremony. Why perform a ghost wedding? In the stories of ghost weddings that have been passed down, there are ghost weddings that stem from the love of young couples when they were alive. But many ghost weddings are procedures to find a life partner for the deceased. Many Chinese people still believe that an unmarried boy or girl passing to the other world is a bad omen and their family will be unlucky. The process of organizing a wedding with a deceased person must be carried out as with a living person. No detail can be skipped. This is because many people believe that the souls who have not had a wedding ceremony are very difficult, if not well treated. Their family will be harassed by them for life. According to many Chinese people, if they do not fulfill the wishes of the deceased, misfortune will come to them. A ghost wedding means they are appeasing the deceased, This ritual is practiced in northern and central China, in areas such as Shaanxi, and Henan provinces. Ghost weddings today and the corpse trafficking problem. Ghost weddings are considered illegal, but some wealthy families in rural areas are still willing to pay for a ghost bride for their deceased son. Beautiful young women who die young are especially valuable, and the price of a newly deceased woman's body on the black market can reach up to $30,000. As a result, some people take advantage of this custom to rob graves and sell corpses. According to Huang Jingchen, head of the Chinese department at Shanghai University, the price of a bride's bones, especially if they are young, has increased significantly. According to his research, a set of bones can fetch 30,000 to 50,000 yuan for the family. These prices can also go up to 100,000 yuan. The buying and selling of corpses were banned in 2006, but there are still grave robbers making money from it nowadays. There have been cases of women being murdered to be made into brides. Mr. Zhou Peng, a journalist working for the Xi'an Evening News, revealed that criminals find all sorts of ways to evade local police. They even hire skilled doctors to perform cosmetic surgery on the stolen corpses, dyeing the hair of the deceased to make the corpse look younger in order to sell it for profit. In early March 2013, 4 grave robbers were sentenced to more than 2 years in prison for stealing more than 10 corpses from graves in Shaanxi province and selling the deceased bodies to customers in need on the black market. Ghost weddings, not only costly but also causing many social evils, are why the Chinese government is still striving to eradicate this superstition